Hello students, today I am going to discuss about list in Python. List is a collection in Python. In list, similar to array, you can store different types of data set in a single dimension array. Okay, so in a difference between list and array is array stores homogeneous type of value and list store heterogeneous type of value. It supports as a whole. You can in a single list you can store integer, float, strings, character in a single array. Okay, so lists are ordered and mutable collection of items. That's mean you can update the list as per your requirement. It's mutable in nature. They can contain items of different data types. So what is data types? Data types say about the category of the data and the size occupied by the data. So in this tutorial, I am going to cover the topic like introduction to list, creating list, accessing list elements, modifying list elements, list methods, slicing list, iterating over list, list comprehension, nested list. Okay, and some practical example. So for creating list, you just create a list name and just square bracket open and close. Then the list is created, a empty list is created. So as you know, Python support the built-in data type engine. So if you try to display that data type of this lst, you just type then lst, then you got this name lst. Okay, for storing this, creating this type of format, you can set the extension as ipynb. It's a Jupyter notebook setup. So when you set this extension in your VS Code book, it automatically is asking for a Jupyter notebook installation. You just enable it and it will work fine. So go ahead, and now you try to store some multiple type of value in a list, like Rajat Obik is a string and 1 2 3 is a integer and 4.2 is a floating point number, and store accordingly and print it. Okay, so you can store a character also, suppose a, and just run it, and you can see that also a character, strings, numbers and floating point number all are visible. Okay, so it's a in list you can store also a boolean value, like true is a boolean value here, so you can store a boolean value also here. The same way you can slicing the list as per the positional value, or you can display the list items as per the index value. The first item of the list always starting with 0 and so on. Okay, so if you plot the value as per their positional value, then you can start with 0. If you start with the 0, then you see here the apple is printed. For 2 is 0 1 2, the cherry is printed, and for 4 guava is printed, and for -1 also guava is printed. That's mean if you print -1 just with index position -1, -1 we call the value from reverse order, and the first position is the -1 is like the last value is the first returns in a -1, and accordingly. Okay, so if you just display the list from 1 to the remainings, then you just put, this is a example instance of a slicing of a list. So 1 colon print the entire data set from 1 to remainings, and if you bind the range from 1 to 1 to 3, then it's print 1 to 3, that is banana to cherry. Okay, you can set a limit also, so like this. Now I am trying to just overwrite a list with a particular value. Suppose I am writing here, try to replace the apple with another value, I am writing what, or you can writing any other. So just print it and just overwrite. You can try to overwrite it, and it's overwrite automatically. Suppose you are trying to overwrite like this lychee, so it's automatically overwrite with lychee. Okay, now you just in list method you can append a value in a list. So you just append fruit, append orange. So as this follow the stack rule, the appended value always insert in the last positions. So is first is follow the LIFO algorithm. This is last in first out. And if you want to try a value in a particular index position, suppose I am trying to insert here watermelon at the position 1, you you can find here that watermelon is inserted in the first position and banana is shifted in second position. Okay, similar way you can remove a value from list. Okay, so it's very simple. So the you can anotherly you can pop a value using list or also push a value using list. As we know, there are two types of stack operations, that's push and pop. So push and pop is supported here. So you can pop, if you popped item is popped from the last position. If you push item is also pushed in the last positions. So as you already told you, that is follow the stack rule. Okay, you just call the index value of a position, and also if you want to repeat a same value in two times, suppose I want to repeat banana in two times, so just you insert it in 2 comma, that's the particular value, and it is inserted in 2 times. Okay, and Python give you a huge amount of library functions. So sort is one of the library function. By using sort, you can just sort a list in a single click, and you can also reverse a list using just command reverse. Fruit.reverse is just reversing the list. Okay, so this is the basic of list. In the further session in next classes we learn the list comprehension and many more. Thank you.